Hello guys and welcome back to another pre-market analysis of Nifty and Bank Nifty. Let's check what are the important levels in both Nifty and Bank Nifty by using some basic technical analysis which are very fundamental. Okay, so let's start with Nifty. Okay, before we start, let me show you one important thing in both this Bank Nifty and Nifty. We have already discussed about that in our post-market analysis, but for the sake of the viewers who are watching this video, I'm going through this. So yesterday we have seen a breakout of uh, the inside candle formation in the Nifty, and it is above this resistance area that we have uh, been following from the last few days. But in the Bank Nifty, here we have also seen a breakout, but this thing is still. Let me remove this. For example, let me remove that. Let me remove this. Yeah, even here it is the same situation. You are out of this inside candle formation, but you are still stuck within this resistance area. So you need to keep an eye on that, where your Bank Nifty is out of inside candle, uh, but it is still close to the resistance area. It's still in the resistance area, so you need to remember this fact across the day. And also you should remember the fact that this is an all-time high in the Bank Nifty, which is obviously going to act as a resistance area. So now let's quickly remove all these drawings first, so that, yeah, let's remove all these drawings now. Yes, and I hope you have marked this. Okay, you need to keep this marked between these two candles on a daily time frame in the Bank Nifty, and this uppermost level of this area is going to act as resistance level. Okay, and now let me just dive into the 5 minutes chart. Okay, let's keep those drawings for your reference. Now we are in the 5 minutes chart of Bank Nifty. So here in the Bank Nifty, let's see, technically speaking, fundamentally, what is the support? A support is nothing but a swing reaction, where you have seen prices react sharply from there, and has, suppose this is a swing reaction, this is a swing reaction, and this also is a swing reaction. So all these swing reactions towards the all these troughs. Okay, so if you look at this drawing like this is a peak and this is a trough, and this is a peak and this is a trough. So all these troughs are going to act as support areas, and all these peaks are going to act as resistance areas. So based on that, let's try to draw a swing movement of this price action, what we have seen yesterday in the Bank Nifty. So let's start from here. So from there we have seen a Bank Nifty go there, and then we have seen a pullback, and then again we have seen a rise and a pullback. This pullback remained within the higher range of the previous swing low, and this is another reaction where it is a lower high, and then this is again a higher low, and this gave us a breakout from there. And here it's a very small minor pullback. There is very little. It's very subjective to call which is a pullback and which is not, but at least you need to see more than two candles and a decent momentum towards the downside, then it can be called as a swing reaction. Now if you see this, okay, this is how it is. This is how the yesterday's price action is. And one more thing is, there is also one another way of looking at identifying the swing reactions is pointing out a high. For example, here in this case, pointing out a high, and you need to make sure that your two highs on the left should be lower than this high, and two highs on the right should be lower than this high. So that can be also called as a swing high. And the other thing, to the same thing in vice versa, is for your swing low. Suppose, for example, this candle has got a low, and the previous two candles lows on the left side is higher, and on the right side it's higher, so it can be also called as a swing low. But we are concerned about this movement, the significant movement here in this particular case. All right, so that is how it is. Now if you see, you yourself can say that which are the support levels. So all these are support levels. Let me change the color of the support level lines into the green, so that we know which is support and which is not. And here you have this as your next support level. So it doesn't mean that when you say it's a support level, it doesn't mean that this is definitely going to act as support, but it is worth to pay attention to these areas when you're uh, prices are there, when the bank nifty is there at that level, so that's another level. And you see this is another level. So these are not going to be that important once they are broken, because if it is broken and tested multiple times, of course there is a concept of change of polarity. Okay, so which is nothing but, see, if you see this support getting broke, and when the next time bank nifty is coming towards this line, it will act as a resistance. It is called, that principle is called as change of polarity, but we are not talking about that now, right? So these are all support levels based on yesterday's price action. So what's the resistance levels? Now you might ask, let's draw those, and this time let's draw resistance in the red color so that we can differentiate between what's support and what's resistance. So let's now change that color to red, and that's our resistance area. This is a major resistance area because it is not broken yet. And what you have here is this minor resistance areas, because these are once taken. So now if the prices are coming back towards this level, then this is going to act as support, not resistance. So for that, let's change the thickness of this, and let's change you see the color of this as well. So now that becomes your minor, that becomes your minor support area. And also similarly, if you break any one of these supports, and if you are coming from the bottom again, it's going to act as a resistance. You need to remember that. So this is going to be the minor resistance support level, and that's going to be the another minor support level for the bank nifty if it's coming from the top. All right, but if you are coming from the bottom, all these levels are by default going to act as resistance levels. So let's see what's beyond this. So all these are lines marked based on yesterday's price action, but let's notice what if bank nifty goes beyond that. Simple, you have to look at your chart on the left, and as you can very clearly see, that's these are the peaks that we are drawing now. These are going to act as resistance areas. But what if the nifty of sorry bank nifty falls down very rapidly from that point? Simple, see, you have all these zones from where it's taken a strong support. So this entire zone is going to be very important, because you see prices in this area are uh, coming and testing this area multiple times. It is proven once, second time, third time. Okay, yeah, 4 and 5, so it's almost 5 times that area is tested and proven that it's acting. And of course this low itself from yesterday, because that's never tested yesterday, so it's going to be acting as a very support area. And for the same reason, for the another fact, we have another swing low reaction here, so that is another cause for us to draw that line. And you have this is going to be very key, because earlier this was a resistance, and now next time it became support. Look at this. This is the concept of change of polarity that we were discussing earlier. This is a classic example of that. So that's going to be another level. So we don't let's not focus below that. But if you want to do, this is the line that we have drawn from a daily chart. Let me bring you the daily chart and show. Yes, here you can see this blue line is a trend line, support line, which we have drawn based on the daily's price action. So you can take that as a major support as well. Okay, that's it about the bank nifty. Let's now quickly change our chart to the nifty and see how nifty's chart is looking. So here in nifty, as we have discussed already, it is out of the inside candle formation there. This is the candle we are talking about. That candle is inside this candle, and now we have seen a breakout of that. And also with this breakout, we are out of this resistance area in the nifty, unlike bank nifty, and now we are very close to the all-time high in the nifty. So this has to be a level which has to be marked, and which has to be uh, noted on the chart, because that's going to be a very very important level. And on the downside, you see this trend line, of course, drawn, is going to act as a resistance level. So that's why I've changed it to color green. And let's now quickly go to our intraday time frame, that is 5 minute time frame, and see what are the levels that we can draw here based on yesterday's price action. And here we have, straight away we'll start from there. We have a high there, and we have a low, and another high got created, and this is the lowest of all. This is this approximately, so I'm taking that. And we have seen another high, a small pullback, and then we have seen a high there, and somewhere there we have seen a close. So if you want to quickly draw the levels, let's draw all the trough levels which are going to act as support areas. Let's change the color to green, and that's your number one support area. If the Nifty has to fall from the place where it started there, or even if it is starting from little high, and all these lines, in fact this has to be a zone here. All right, so this zone is where you need to pay attention to. And now we have, of course, this line which has to be marked for sure. And we can also change the color of that to green, so that you know what to expect from this zone. It's going to be support area, but if you have to encounter all these areas from the bottom, the same is going to turn out opposite, and they are going to act as resistance levels. And by looking on the left, all these minor swing reactions are going to act as support area, but the major reaction has to be this entire zone. Because you see here, we have seen couple of times Nifty coming and tested this level and seen a downfall, but after, or we have seen a gap of momentum from that point. This has given us a very strong support, and from there, it's whatever we are seeing now in the Nifty is all holding up because of this one single point right there. So that level has to be extremely important. So these are the important levels in the Nifty. If you are coming towards the downside, if you are looking towards the downside, and all these levels are going to act as resistance levels if you are again encountering these levels from the bottom. But let's also look at the resistance levels. And when it comes to the resistance levels, of course, this is going to be acting as a stronger resistance levels if you are seeing the momentum coming from the bottom. That's why it's marked as red. But beyond that point, you have this, which is almost high of the Nifty, all-time high of the Nifty. That's your important level. And in between you have this, and you have a pretty small detail there. So all these levels has a significant these levels hold significant importance when it comes to marking and noticing these levels in the live market. So that's it, guys. That's it about the important levels for today, and let's catch in another video. Until then, another post market video. Until then, happy trading. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button for more such interesting and meaningful content from Indian stock markets. Thank you.